Okay, so in this video we are going to create an instance in our AWS account. So here if you haven't created an AWS account, then just go ahead and click on this button and create your account. And if you have already created, then go into this AWS Manager console and just log in with your credentials in your account. So right now I have already logged in on my AWS Manager console. So here, first time if you have logged in, then you will not see this tab that says recently visited services. So you're just going to see this, and there are a lot of services that AWS provides. So we are just going to concentrate on EC2, that is a compute service. So if you didn't find it here or anywhere else, then you can just search it by typing EC2 and it is going to show up here, and you just have to click on it, and here it is. So this is the EC2 dashboard, and there are no running instances here, as you can see. And we are just going to create a new instance. So you can launch a new instance from here, and you can just go ahead and click here in the instances button. So you will see all the instances that are there, which are running or stopped or which are terminated, as you can see here. So now let's create a new instance. So I'm going to click on this launch instance button, and now this page opens. So here you have to choose a machine image, that is what operating system that you want to be installed on your instance. That is if you want a Linux operating system, or if you want a Red Hat Enterprise Linux, or if you want an Ubuntu, or if you want Windows installed on your system. So we are going to install a Linux, and here as you can see there are two of them. So we are going to go ahead and install this one. So why we are going to install this one is as you can see here that we are already getting some tools and repositories available in this one. So this image has all these available so that we can install them and use. So I will highly recommend you to install this one. Just don't see anything else, and just see this and see whether these all repositories are included, and just select it. And then after, you are going to have to select the memory that you want for your instance, so the CPU and memory. So we are going to select the free tier one. So what this free tier eligibility means is, when you have a brand new account, then Amazon provides you a full year, that means a full 12 months of free usage. This 750 hours for each month is going to be free for you. That means the instance, if is running for 750 hours in a given month, then it is going to cost you 0. So that is going to be for 12 months. So for 12 months it is going to be all cost free. So this is what this free eligibility means. So if you select anything that doesn't say the free eligibility tag, then it is going to cost you. So it is better to select the free eligibility one. So we have one virtual CPU and 1 GB of memory. Then next, in this particular tab, you just have to keep everything as it is. Just don't change anything here, and then add the storage. So as you can see here, for free trial eligibility basis, you can set the storage to 30 GB. Anything greater than 30 GB will cost you a little bit, so it's better to set anything less than 30 GB or 30 GB. So we are going to set 15 GB, that is more than enough for this video. And then after, let's click on the next. Then here let's add a tag. That means we just are going to add a name to this instance. So let's say this is a PHP site, so let's say PHP site. Okay, and then after I'm going to click on next, and then here you have to set the security group. Now what this security group is, here you have to add some rules, some port numbers, and some source IP addresses through which you will be able to access your instance. So here SSH is already there, so we also want to access our instance with the 80 port, that is the default HTTP port. So let's add a rule, and here we are going to select the HTTP, and it has automatically taken the 80 port range. And here we are going to set this to any, so that we can access this instance from any IP address. And then we are going to add one another for the HTTPS, and here also we are going to set any, and that's it. This is all what we have to do. And then you have to just click on review and launch, and here you can review what all things you have set before. So here you can see the storage is there for 15 GB and our tag and all the things that I've set here. So then now we have to click on this launch button, and now you will be provided with this pop-up. So this is very important step. So now what you have to do is you have to create a new key pair. So what this key pair is, so there is going to be one public key pair stored in the AWS, and we are going to create and download one private key pair for ourselves to get to access our AWS instance. So we are going to create a key pair file now. So I'm going to give this key pair file a name. So it is not required to give it the same name as the instance name that we gave, so we can give any name. So I'm going to just say my key pair, and okay, so I'm going to download this. And as you can see here, I have downloaded this key pair, and the extension for this is .pem. Now this file is very important if you want to connect to your instance. So if you do not have this file, or if you have deleted this file, then your instance is going to be just garbage. You will not be able to connect to your instance and upload file or run any commands there. So you just have to totally create a new instance. So this is a very important file, so do make sure that you make copies of this file. Now that we have downloaded this file, then we just are going to launch this instance. And as you can see here, we have our instance launched successfully. Now we are going to visit our instance, and as you can see here, I have my instance here created. Now the status is showing pending, so it is still being created. So I'm going to just refresh it, and as you can see here, my instance is running. So our instance is created successfully. So the status is still saying that it is checking, it is initializing some things. So it is going to do its thing, and within 5 to 10 minutes it is going to be all ready. So this is how you can create your instance. Now if I select it here, then as you can see here, you can see this is our public domain. So through this domain we can access our instance, and this is the public IP. So using this IP we are going to connect to our instance. So this is how you can create your instance, and that's it for this video. So in the next video I'm going to show you how you can set up your instance by installing the Apache server and PHP and MySQL and PHP MyAdmin on your instance and getting it ready for uploading our files onto it. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.